thinking about, we're not going to the front headlock position. Some of you guys are on your knees and then jumping into it. We want to be hitting this in transition. The best subs in jiu-jitsu are when you hit them in transition. So we don't really want to get to the front headlock position. Let's just go over that again. So if Carl's in a seated guard, I'm going to level change, get him down, create the space, move into headquarters. We know he can hip escape in two directions, but if I use hip and lever, by pinning Carl's left knee to the mat, he can only shrimp that way, he can't shrimp that way, which means I dictate what side he turns to. So once we get to here, knees coming through, hands on the mat, and I'm winning that underhook. Again, it's not deep, it's shallow, and I'm putting weight on Carl. Hand comes across as I find the chin. As he drops to his knees, I'm on my side, making that hook. If this one isn't over, Carl's hopping to the other side. We don't want that. So your leg will be over to stop the hop over. Does that make sense? Again. So get him flat on his back, create the space, move into headquarters. Again, in no-gi, we are more squatted down. Hands coming on the hip. If he's grabbed my leg, the space is there. I just put my hand into it. So now we use hip and lever. As I move in and get my knee towards the mat, there's my underhook. This hand comes across. As I turn my hip, I'm already finding that chin strap and I'm already on my side. Okay? Make the grip, leg comes over, and again, we just want to be pulling this into our armpit. Now, sometimes you don't get the underhook, whether they don't grab your ankle, or maybe they're just very good at pummeling and he re-pummels for the underhook, and we know if he has the underhook, where's he going? Till his knees. So he's giving you this move. If you have this counter in your game, so say from here, I make the space, I move in. This time, Carl's maybe not grabbing. Actually, he is going to grab this time. So from there, I make the position and now I've underhooked. But Carl now re-pummels. So in other words, I don't have the underhook. So again, from there, my hand that was on the mat is coming to this side. Now, I know if he's an underhook, he's coming to his knees and he'll want to single leg me here. Watch what I'm doing with this leg. We want to take this leg away from him. So once I get to here, he's the underhook, and I'm here. From that position, I'm backstepping with that leg. I'm taking it away from him. Okay? I'm also shucking his arm into my armpit. Let's look at that again. So, create the space, step into headquarters. Maybe he hasn't given me the underhook this time, so we use hip and lever. As I move in, Carl is the underhook and we're here. Okay? So from there, nothing's changed. Arm comes across, so I'm putting weight on him. And now from there, as he comes to his knees, I find the chin strap and I'm falling to my hip. Notice the way I'm pulling this tight into my armpit here. Okay? Now I get hand to hand. But the difference is, it's not this. I have the arm inside, so it's your arm in guillotine. The finish on it's slightly different. I am on my hip, but I want to look at my watch as I pull it in, okay? So I have more connection on the neck. Let's look at that again. So, create the space. We're going to be moving into headquarters. Maybe I didn't win that underhook, and Carl has the underhook here. My hand's on the mat, it comes over, okay? I'm putting weight on him. Now from there, as I chin strap, I'm backstepping and my foot's coming in. Notice the way I'm taking this leg as far away from him as possible. I bring my knee to my chest, shucking Carl's right arm underneath my left armpit, right foot's in place, left leg's coming over, and then I'm going to look at my watch from here. Notice the way I'm on my right hip, and now I'm pulling that in. This just gives me more connection on his neck. On the first variation, we were using the thin part of our forearm. With the arm in guillotine, it's not as snug as a guillotine, so we need to fill that space. So we're rotating to use the fat part of our forearms if you're looking at your watch. Let's look at that again. So create the space, move into headquarters. It doesn't matter whether he has the grip on the heel or not. When I start to work hip and lever, he's winning that underhook. Okay? Arm comes across. The chin strap's everything. As he comes across, I find that on my leg. See why I'm taking my leg away from him? And now, finds that hip. That's why I'm on my hip. I haven't went to the front headlock position. Okay? Leg comes over. Look at my watch. And we're bringing this into our armpit. Again. So, create the space. Move into hip and lever. This time Carol's not making that grip. So we want to pin that knee and come through. My hand was on the mat's coming over. And I'm finding that chin strap. Now watch. That underhook's going to go for my leg. And even if he grabs it, watch when I backstep. See the way I've taken it with me? Just rewind back there again. So when I was here, Carol's underhook was high. As he moves to my leg, I take his leg away from, or take his arm with me. Notice the way it's come under my armpit, and that foot's already in the hip. Hand comes in. Again, it's still grabbing that meaty part between your little finger and your wrist. But now we want to look at our watch. So we're here. Okay? Leg comes over. And now we have our arm in guillotine. I'm on my hip. One more time on that. They're quite similar, but if we don't have the underhook, we can still go for this. So from our position, create the space, move into headquarters. Hip and levers, everything. As my knee comes through that space, Charles already moving forward. I watch his hand. As he comes to his knees, it's coming from my leg. Take it back a step. So I'm dropping back, taking it away from him. I make connection at the hip, get my grips, legs over, look at my watch, arm in guillotine. Another thing I want to be thinking about is, anytime you hit the guillotine or the arm in guillotine, just a turtle there, bro. I want my armpit covering the head. If you can see any part of his neck, you've got a weak guillotine. That's where people will pull their head out. Your armpit should be right over that. So when I move into that position, notice the way, you can't even see that. Your armpit should be well over that, and we're pulling it straight into our armpit.